Welcome to Your Known Unknown, where Source and I will help to shed light on what's unknown for you. Good morning. This is your daily spread. We're going to pull some tarot, see what energies are in store for us today, see what it is that which we need to see most for today. And without further ado, let's get to it. Let's pull some cards. I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards this morning, Soul's Journey, Numerology, and a Mystic Unknown, and then we'll hop into the tarot for a nice reading for us. Yeah. Angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, universe, source, divine creator, higher self that you are, and all that I am. Thank you for this reading today. Please allow us to intuit it effectively. Let's see what we got in store today. What crazy energies it's been. Happy first quarter moon in Aries. Today's card up, we have Freedom card, the Narwhal. I love this animal. It's such a doofy looking animal. So mystical. This Freedom card is a very powerful one. I have used this energy in the past before. This card represents freedom and independence. The narwhal is a mysterious creature of the icy ocean. Long ago, their tusks were sought after for magical purposes, and they were often associated with the mythical unicorn. Even today, we have little understanding of their impressive singular tusk. The theory is that it might be used for communication. We do know that narwhals are elusive and do not do well in captivity, which adds to their natural mystique. This card is one of liberty, independence, and not allowing yourself to be tied down. The narwhal card evokes magical power and spirit. Magic, power, and spirit. It is knowing your own power and celebrating it through expression, individuality, and uniqueness. The narwhal card is freedom from commitment, earthly ties, and responsibility, allowing you to swim in the deep ocean under an icy blue moon. Cool. This card is a symbol of adventure, travel, and journeys to find yourself and the power within. It is hope and liberty after a period of restraint or inhibition. Shadow aspect of this card. Just as the narwhal has gained mystique and reverence through its elusiveness, you may be clinging to the dark and mysterious image you have created by keeping your distance and not connecting with people. Do not be afraid to open yourself up to warmth, vulnerability, and companionship. The waters are far colder when you are alone. Correspondent elements, water. Kind of makes sense. Flora, rue, strelitzia, barberry, heather, and sea holly. Stones associated with the narwhal: golden beryl, uvarovite, lepidolite, and sunstone. Somebody's gonna be like, lepidolite. We'll be like, whatever, dude. I got it 2 out of 3 ways, Spell work. Moving on from an acrimonious breakup. That's a word I don't really understand the definition of, acrimonious. I kind of get the gist, and that makes sense. So, healing from grief, healing from being tied down, like being healed from codependency even is a huge spell that could be lifted off of yourself. curse, whatever you want to call it. Blessing a child or loved one. And you don't have to be like a prophet to bless people. You can just be like, I wish you the absolute best in all your journeys and all your ways to others. If it's self to others, karma likes to play back out in your court sometimes. So it's just a good thing. Whether you get blessings or not from people, you get them from the universe and your angels and your spirits and your ancestors, especially. Moving homes is another very real practical way to quickly jumpstart your new self, is new environment. That's usually a really progressive feeling. Travel magic. I practice travel magic a lot. Good morning. I found the niches in my practicality that make it so, to clear my mind, I like to go for drives, right? Also, I found out that somewhat of a CPTSD response is actually like getting in a car and driving just to clear your mind, to calm down, to recalibrate. It's funny that I found out that they go pretty hand in hand, almost intrinsically. But what I noticed was, what I was told was that when I was driving and I moved into a new location, and we're slowly advancing and expanding in my own personal life. We're expanding. With that expanding and experiencing new destinations of where I'm living, I'm able to create this gigantic web around where I live with my car, of energy and intention of what I like to drive, what I feel like is protecting me. And it was interesting because I just moved like further south than I'm usually used to living. As I moved further south, I caught myself driving a bigger netting, basically, around where the area that I live. And I used to, when I was living further north, I used to drive this particular area to clear my mind, and it was really comforting, clearing, releasing. And I'd like drive all the streets in between. I noticed I kind of felt like a spider weaving a web, a web of energy, a web of protection, a web of, I like to think of myself as drawing out my Merkaba, my vehicle light transport, my light vehicle of self. And kind of like anybody who's within my circle, any person who lives within my circle, and we're talking thousands, hundreds of thousands of people that can live within this gigantic circle around the cities that I've lived in. It's I don't know, I just like to put blessings inside of that circle. So I feel like anybody who's inside that circle just has pieces of me, pieces of my own positivity, my light. Every time I progress and advance, the collective progresses and advances, and that's travel magic to me. That's one that's very important to me. I need my freedom, I have an Aquarius rising. I need my freedom. I do. So freedom is a good aspect for today. Let's pull a couple more cards here. Soul's Journey card. Show me what we need to see to go with the freedom, please, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. That will free you. If you can become fully accountable and independent of yourself, there's this kind of weight and balance of responsibilities and freedom that you start to accumulate as an adult or as a person who's maturing with responsibilities. If you can find the play in between your hard work, that's where the freedom is. If you're a workaholic, you're not going to probably feel like you got a lot of freedom. You might think you're giving yourself a lot of freedom. You might be racking up a lot of dough, but your time is what's important. It's not the money. It's the time. And if all you're doing is spending your real time somewhere that is allowing you to create money, sure, but you're not spending your time the way you want to, that's not freedom at all. You might be offering freedom to other people or enabling other things with other people. We're in karmic completion. We've been getting this card a lot. A lot. Number 10. Karmic completion. So if anybody's seeing any symbology of narwhals, if it's an animal that really speaks to you, maybe you will see one here soon. Anybody's seeing the number 10 a lot lately, or anything adding up to 10, any 5/5s messages, any 7/3s. If 10 is speaking to you today, those are huge symbols for you, synchronicities meant for you today. I'm also seeing a sunflower. If anybody's seeing sunflowers, that's another big message, a synchronicity. This message was meant here for you. So we're going to pull some tarot now. A nice, easy daily spread for us while we break it. We're going to go deep. We're going to see what beliefs and energies will be coming in, what we need to know or act upon in order to acquire these beliefs or energies. And yeah, we'll see what kind of blockages or mindsets are there that are, let's see, what was it called? Where do we need to step up and focus on these knowings to acquire these beliefs or energies that the universe has for us? So thank you. Let's see what we need to do. What beliefs are coming in? What energies are coming in today? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. We got Temperance. We have the Nurture card, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Your freedom is slowly cultivating your internal wealth via balancing that, work and play, balancing your yin and yang, balancing your, outgoings and incomings. It's just through that you're really nurturing your own needs, because you're starting to stabilize, or you have been in this place of stabilization. Maybe this has been a prolonged energy that you are experiencing, but here today the cards show this today. So you are nurturing your internal, you are nurturing your mind, your future, your wealth into existence. One step at a time, baby. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. And why is that how that goes? Because if you only spent one day and you got lucky and you made $1 million, you would not understand the true worth and value of the possibility of that $1 million. You see $1 million, you're like, yeah, spend. That's all you see. I want 4 billion gumballs. And then you go buy 4 billion gumballs and $1 million is gone. And then you're like, I'm happy. If you're a kid, you're like chewing on your gumballs. Then all of a sudden, your jaw hurts really bad and you stop eating your gumballs, probably about 100 gumballs in. You didn't spend that $1 million that wisely, and now this kid has to go work for the rest of his life because he has 1 billion gumballs. That's what we do. That's what we do. We spend money on frivolous crap that we need right here, right now, that we want right here, right now even. Want or need. We could be somewhat responsible and still be purchasing our needs, but we could be frivolously purchasing. Also, you really don't need a lot of things that you think you need. There's another thing too. All of which will not help your freedom out. all of which will allow you to blame yourself and others for the faults and the demise of your, like the disruption of your internal structure. It's easy to blame stuff and be like, oh, is this, oh, I had a bad day today. Nah, dude, no, you create your reality. Let's see. Karmic completion. We're up on a cycle. Times are shifting. We have the Queen of Pentacles again. Reversed, huh? Okay. They want both meanings, and I'm just getting convoluted with loudness. I mean, obviously, yeah, obviously, to me, obviously, we have the Temperance card. Hang on a second. Simple. Wow. Okay. Loud and clear. I understand. Energies and beliefs we want to step into. What to expect for today. We have the Queen of Pentacles and Temperance card. In order to achieve and step into those today, we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and then we have the Four of Pentacles. So what I'm kind of understanding is you've had to understand you got to lose money so you can appreciate money. And I'm saying money because we're talking with pentacles here. Does not have to be money, though. We're talking just material. I will rephrase that. What you're creating, both internally and externally, materialistically, is being defined by the pain you've suffered, the knowledges that you've already learned, the feeling of loss and lack and without, and having to learn a few mental tricks and keep them up your sleeve so you can feel okay with the life you're currently in, which probably isn't very financially savvy. You might not just be as well off as you want to be yet. It's always yet. Do not define yourself. Do not limit your freedom, especially with just words. That's a simple trick that they put on us to keep us out of our Queen of Pentacles, to keep us out of our Sun card energy, to keep us out of our true North Star energy. Where do we need to step it up and focus on for today to help us achieve and acquire these mindsets of balance, patience, material wealth, but the knowing and belief of material wealth? This is manifestation 101 right here. This is cultivating a mindset, a belief that you are abundant, you are capable, you are love, wealth, and abundance, health, wealth, and abundance. You are that. You are patient, you are balanced, you are capable and adaptable to whatever, right? We are learning that through discipline, through not overspending, maybe through the occasional boundary set, saying no to something that you cannot do, want to do, that you do not want to do. Maybe saying yes and going the extra little mile just to learn a little extra lesson if you have the availability to. saying yes to, all right, I'll take on that extra chore today, or yes, I will go about things this way, or maybe somebody will gift you an opportunity where you get to spend less in general. That's a huge one. That is saying that your time is valuable, you are valuable, but we only have X amount of things to provide for you. So here's one, and hopefully it helps. And then it turns out it does help immensely, helps everybody out immensely. Just by you being you and doing what you want to do, people started wanting to help you and focus towards that because they know that it will pay them back in return as well. You work on yourself, you get the payoff. They pay off, they get to work on themselves, they get the payoff. And then it's just going to go back and forth. And this is how everybody starts to feed off of your energy by you being the best you can be. So the mindsets are where we need to step up in as the hanged man. Okay? So looking at things from a different perspective, kind of like what I just did. And I was like, there's all these things coming in. And then I was like, oh, I'm being helped out in ways I didn't realize would happen. And that felt really good, stuff like that. Next card up for energies or ways we need to step up in today. What do we need to focus on? So the hanged man energy is just telling us to look at things from another perspective and really being at peace with being upside down and hanging upside down. He is not, and man or woman, it doesn't matter, but he is not affected by being and hanging by his feet upside down. He is quite in his nature and very comfortable being there. He has a lovely smirk on his face. He's comfortable. And that's where you should be too. You should be comfortable looking at life from all the different aspects. Do it. You have a mind and you can think whatever you want whenever you want. So why not try recollecting and developing your own sense of awareness by thinking about you yourself, and what can you do to make literally this present moment the best experience that you can. Quick answer: say something you're grateful for. Another quick answer: do some body exercises that will push you through. There's these things that work to shift your mindset, to allow you to see things differently. Other place we need to step up: Two of Wands. So we need to step up on the Two of Wands is a card where he has these two wands and the world in his hand, and he's looking out to the seas with the world like this, right? And the two wands kind of represent the experience he's already experiencing cultivating these two wands. He has this technique. He has this thing that he does, makes these wands, right? And the world is showing that he wants to expand, that he wants to either, to your own interpretation, but he wants to either expand his knowledge of these wands out, or he's tired of the wands and wants to expand to the new thing. So what we're looking at today is kind of looking outside of the box of your regular self's day. That's a good spot to focus in on where and how your own abundance or happiness or whatever abundance is to you really. And if you want it to be financial abundance, you have to be specific. But thinking outside of the box of where your regular happiness lies and maintaining your discipline, not oversharing, also maintaining your not over nurturing to exhaust yourself emotionally. All of this is emotional along with material. And that is manifestation tangibly right there. You thinketh, it shall materialize. It just takes some time. Well, what I'm saying is today, those kind of energies don't have to take so much time, because we're not talking about full pentacle material. We're talking about inward pentacle material, the queen, the feminine energy, not masculine. Masculine will be more external in these representations. Feminine will be more internally represented. And it's going to shift you to this knowing, probably by the end of your day, of, I can do this for longer. This is fun. It's going to give you this contentedness to just keep persevering, just to keep doing. All right. Our mindsets will shift around, and where we should step up in is just looking at things from a different point of view, or every point of view. If you're really self-aware and very in your power and stepping into your power, and you're capable of taking on so many things in your mind, and you can focus on everything, look at everyone's point of view. That's a good practice to work up towards if you're not somebody who's conscious that vastly conscious. It's really fun thinking about everybody that you know and affect in your life and trying to put yourself in their shoes. It's really enlightening. It's really humbling too. And it's really illuminating upon your own self-awareness as towards who and what you conceptualize yourself as. But also remember, it doesn't matter what other people think of you. They've already made up their own perceptions of you from the second they saw you. How you are to them is how you will be to them no matter what, until you do some major change. So, fuck them, you know? It's a nice, simply put, beautiful reading. There's freedom today. There's going to be this freedom from negativity, if you so choose it, if you allow it to be. Seeing things from a different point of view. So today we ask the universe, please shed light on all paths that may be needed for me to achieve that which you will for me to be as your beautifully made divine instrument. Put feeling into yourself. Allow yourself. Like when I say that right there, I mean, I make it longer and longer so I can feel into it deeper and deeper, kind of thing. I don't feel it right off the bat. I'm not like, all of a sudden I'm back to enlightened. It's like, no, it takes a gradual change, but I want my body to flow into things naturally. Yes, we can flow into things quickly. We're good like that, but like sometimes that's not healthy. So this Temperance card also is a really good energy and or belief that we are wanting to experience and integrate in with us. Temperance is a huge, huge major arcana card. They're all just as useful and representative, but this Temperance card is powerful, especially in this society, day and age, like this new generation where we're all on our phones and screens, and it's gimme, 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 and it's quick money, it's instant rewards, you can open up a dating app, go get laid, and come back like it's nothing. That stuff doesn't happen in the past, and this is the first generation where this kind of freedom is allowed, that at our disposal, but you have to keep yourself in check. I don't think I got a lot of children watching my channel. I think I have mostly adults. And you're an adult, and you have to learn how to navigate your own pocket, how to navigate your own creativity, how to navigate your own happiness, how to navigate your own belief systems. You don't need me reading beliefs for you all day long if you so choose. This is if you so choose. So, all the power is with you. 100%, 200% of the time. If you choose to believe that. And a lot of these epiphanies and stuff, they don't work like that too. It's like you come to these terms, growths, realizations over time. Nothing in this universal connection works like that, except for intuition and maybe thoughts and stuff. If you ask for answers and you have a really quick intuition, yes, you can get or you got a really highly defined clairs, you can get quick downloads. That's about it though. And the quickness still isn't quick. It's not immediate. It still takes a few minutes. At least it takes a few minutes for the thoughts to come through that you're asking for. So what we are doing is theoretically out of this world. It's out of this time. That's what we need to do. Relax, slow down. Nothing in this world that's worthwhile does not take time. Nothing in this universe happens like that. Not even death. Not even death. It just goes away quickly in the key of in the idea of death. It just goes away quickly, but it has slowly been going away quickly. You see what I mean? It's all about the context. It's all about the hanged man, how you look at these things. And we're wanting to expand on how we look at things with no pressure. In fact, zero pressure if you just sit down before your day starts and you just say, universe, I would love some clarity. I need some help. I'm looking for something that you have meant for me that's already mine. And for whatever that is, I'm so grateful, whether it be a mindset, a tool, a new practice, or the beliefs that we need to embody today, that I need to embody today in order to act out and be the best me possible for all of the people around me. In your name I experience, in your name I exist, universe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right? And that's going to be in the key of G. I think we're complete here. Oh, one more. They're just, you want to use this one here real quick? Oh, don't do it. It's the Chariot reversed on the bottom of the deck. It's just saying go slow. Temperance. Go as fast as you need to go. Not want to go and not have to go. You need to go. Right? I think need and have were kind of similar in that reference, but you get what I mean. This message is meant for you, from you, by you, right? We're going to take a deep breath to integrate these. I'm going to disconnect and we're going to lock in these energies. If you so choose to accept, these energies here are meant for you today. Deep belly breath. We're going to hold at the top and release. I'm going to send off some healing energies to you, and then we'll be out. We can have a great day. So without further ado, please join in if you would, if you'd like. Oh man, I just felt like both my hamstrings just go pop, pop, like they popped out. Oh, that felt good. Best energy sent your way, guys. Today's going to be a beautiful day, whether we like it or not, because we're accepting of these, right? And even if it's not, it's still perfect. So, anyways, with that message, we're complete. Thank you for receiving me. And until next time, much love.